Hi everyone, Big Cindy here. I hope you're well. Hope you've had a good weekend. Now I want to share a story with you about a boxer, about a personal experience with me and the boxer as well. And I think I'm hoping it will help and give boxing fans and other people as well, the public, a bit more of a understanding of what this person is actually like. And I'm hoping it will give people a different look on this person as well. The boxer is Floyd Mayweather Jr. And the first time I ever knew about Floyd was when he boxed Ortiz, God rest his soul. And obviously, for those of you who have seen that fight, it was so one-sided, and I was amazed on Floyd's speed, his accuracy, and how his defense and how brilliant he was. Anyway, move on a few years. Him and Ricky Hatton. Now, I've always been a massive Hatton fan, always will be. And when I found out that they were bringing the press conference over to Manchester, the Manchester Town Hall, I thought, I've got to go and see this. So me and my friend got in the car, drove up there, and watched the press conference. Which, to be fair to Ricky, he got one over on Floyd with his his witty comments, and he was making everyone laugh. Anyway, Ricky came out after the press conference, give us all a good welcome in, and we gave it back. So the place was full of fans. And then Sky Sports, Adam Smith came out, was asking Ricky a few questions, and then obviously pointed on his earpiece that somebody else wanted to come out. Floyd Mayweather came out with all his his entourage, wearing a Man United shirt. So obviously the crowd were going mental at that. Adam Smith asked him a question. The question was, how did it feel being in the lion's den? Floyd's response was brilliant. He grabbed the microphone and he looked at the crowd and he went, "I am the lion," and it, obviously that wound the crowd up even more. And even for me, being a Hatton fan, I was going mad. There was a massive vibe around the place. So everyone was it was getting everyone's hopes up, and that getting everyone's adrenaline in, and it was selling the fight. So obviously come fight night, we all know what happened. Hatton walked into that check hook, and that was it. So after that fight, I did become a Mayweather fan. I thought how he boxed against Hatton. Cortez didn't help the fight, but anyway, it was never going to change the fight. So I carried on watching Floyd through the whole of it, for the rest of his career, and then he went into retirement for a bit. So he came out and boxed Juan Manuel Marquez against. Put on a brilliant display against him, which was it was a beauty to watch. It was fantastic to watch on a TV screen. The skills that Mayweather possesses, his boxing technicality, and everything about him, how he moves, how his footwork, how his shots, how he slips, how he defends, how he counters. It's such a joy to watch. People say he's a boring fighter, but a true boxing fan will look at how he boxes. They will admire his skills, of how he doesn't get hit. Anyway, then he announced that he was boxing Victor Ortiz. I thought, what, I've got to go and watch this fight. I have to go and watch this fight. So I found out it was on September the 17th, I'll never forget it, 2011 in Las Vegas. And I thought, right, I'm going. So I booked the flights, got the tickets, went out there, went to Vegas on my own, and And I will never regret that decision because it was the best. It was brilliant, you know, just to walk around Vegas on my own, explore things. So I had a little plan of what I was going to do whilst I was out there. So I arrived on a Sunday. On the Monday, I thought, you know what, I'm going to go and find Mayweather's gym, and I found it. Okay, now I walked up to the door, and I went to pull the door. No, sorry, I went to push the door. I went to push the door, and it wouldn't go any further. So I thought shit, it's locked, it's shut. So I stood there for a couple of seconds. I thought, hang on a minute, I'm going to try something else. So I pulled the door, and I pulled the door open. I thought, this is brilliant. I'm walking into Floyd's gym. This is fantastic. So I walked in, and there was a pro boxer sat on the chairs. He looked at me straight away and went, "You gotta be British, man." And I said, how do you know that? He said, "I can tell." I said, "Oh, okay." I don't know what to say back. I was a bit shocked. So I said, "Is it right for me to go through?" He said, "Yeah, go through." So I opened the door, and I was met by John Sinclair, which is actually one of Floyd's uncles. He came up to me and he said, "Look," he said, "we're not taking on any more members." I said, "No, I'm not here for that." I said, I've come over to, see Floyd." And he looked at me and he took a step back and gave me a bit of a weird look. He said, where are you from?" I said, "England." He said, "England?" I said, "Yeah." He went, "What, the UK?" I went, "Yeah." He said, "What are you doing over here?" I said, "I've come to see Floyd." He said, "You come to see little Floyd?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "What, you've paid to come to watch Floyd?" I said, "Yeah." And he was just shocked. He couldn't understand it. He couldn't believe it. And then the words that he said to me, then I was really taken back. He said, "What's your name?" So I told him my name, and he said, "The gym is yours." He said, "You stay as long as you want." He said, "You watch the sparring, and just have a wander around." And you know what? And I thought that is absolutely brilliant. That is so welcoming from his uncle. And I thought, fair play. Yeah, that's again really welcoming. So I had to walk around, and it was just a pleasure to be in a gym which is owned by at the time the best pound for pound boxer at the time, and I thought this is brilliant. So I had to walk around, and I had sat down, and was chatting to a few people. I was watching the sparring, and then his other uncle came over. I think that's John's brother. I can't remember what his name was now. But anyway, he said if you're waiting for Floyd, he said he's not going to be here. I said okay. So he's in a press conference with Ortiz. I think it was either LA or I think it was up in LA somewhere. So he said he'll be back tomorrow. I said, "Okay, that's no worries." So I'll stay for a while, and I thought, well, he's not going to be here. I'm going to go. So then that was on the Monday. On the Tuesday, I think they had the grand arrival. So obviously all the boxers on the Tuesday in the MGM, all the boxers go through on a Tuesday, and all the crowds can you stand there and watch them all go through, and then they get interviewed, and then go to a couple of press conferences. So that was that. Now on the Wednesday, I walked through the MGM, and I noticed that all his entourage were around, and I thought, well, if they're here, Floyd's definitely around. So I thought, right, okay. So it's a bit weird, but I worked out where he was having his press conference, and then I thought, well, he's not going to walk through the MGM. He's going to come out the back way. So I thought, well, I'm going to have a little walk around the back. So I went to the back, and this grumpy security guard came over. He said, "You gotta clear off, man. You gotta get away from here." So I took a step back. Said, "That's fair enough." I marked where he is. Said, "Yeah, that's fine." So he walked off. The security guard did, and I went to walk over to his door, and the door opened, and I was like, and I was confronted. I was face to face with Oscar De La Hoya. I thought, what is going on here? I'm stood. I'm talking. I'm looking at the Golden Boy. I couldn't believe it. I thought, this is this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. And he looked at me and he smiled and he said, would you like a picture? And I was like, yeah, I do, please. And he I had a photo taken, and that was it. I thought, wow, this is amazing, absolutely amazing. And then the security guard came back. Then I was like, oh, here we go. He was telling me to clear off again, and I thought, oh, yeah, I'll go. Anyway, as I was about to walk off, there's a couple of other English fans, and they said, "Oh, who was that?" So it was De La Hoya. They were all, "Oh, that's brilliant." Anyway, as we went to walk off, the door opened. One of the lads, luckily, turned around and went, "Lads, there's Floyd over there." So we all turned around in amazement. We were like, "Oh my God, he's actually there." He was literally 25 meters away from us, and I was like, I was so shocked. I just didn't know what to do. One of the lads said, he shouted, "Floyd!" And he turned around. He said, "Can we get a photo?" And he just looked at his entourage, looked at us, and just waved us over. And I thought, this can't be happening. This cannot be happening. So we walked over, and he had a few photos, and then it was me, and I was trying to get my camera to work. I thought, please do not mess this opportunity up. Please do not mess this opportunity up. So anyway, I got my camera ready. I said to this lad, I said, "Can you please take this photo?" He said, "Yeah, happy." Walked over to Floyd, and he looked at me, and he just took a little, just looked at me, and I thought, "Uh-oh, what's happening here?" And he said, "Where are you from?" I said, "I'm from the UK." And he looked again, and he went, "What are you doing here?" I said, I've come to watch you." And then he looked at me, he put his arm around me, looked at me, and went, "I gotta love the UK." He said, "I love the UK fans." And he, when he put his arm around me, it wasn't just a normal. He pulled me close, and it felt, it felt like he genuinely was happy. He was, he was grateful, like unbelievably grateful that someone had travelled from the UK to come and see him. And then I think he's surprised that people like from, I don't know, say like New York, they wouldn't even go over to see him, but whereas people from the UK went to see him. And once I had the photo taken, he tapped me on the back. He said, "Thank you." Now that meant a lot to me, a lot. And I thought, you know what? Regardless of the brash, and all the trash talk that he does, there's a good bloke behind that. And a lot of people, they get annoyed with him of saying he's big-headed, he's cocky. You got to remember, this bloke's come from nothing. Okay, he's come from nothing, and he's built himself from the bottom, and he's built himself up. Okay, he's earned every penny that he's got, and that is his. Okay, he's got every right to show it off. Because every time he's opened his mouth, he's backed it up. Okay? So, before you judge him, before you say, what kind of an idiot he is, just listen to this story, okay? Trust me, there is a good bloke behind that, behind the trash talk, okay? And like I said, he deserves it because he's worked his way up. He's had to get into that ring. He's had to, dodge those shots. He's had to beat the best people who have been put in front of him. So he deserves it. Thank you for listening. Please like, comment, and share. Thank you. By the way, look at this picture.